Over the past 50 years, the population of the European Union, 27 countries, has increased by 94.5 million, from almost 403 million in 1960 to 497.5 million in 2008. The pace of population growth in Europe has changed over time. 1 In the 1960s, the average annual growth equaled 3.5 million persons, 0.8%, annually. This rate declined until it reached a level of 1.1 million, 0.3%, per year in the 1990s. During the past decade, the rate of population growth in the EU has risen again. Between 1998 and 2008, the European population increased annually by 1.7 million, 0.45%, on average. Hello, welcome to the channel. Before we continue with the video, make sure to subscribe for more content. After this period, fertility levels throughout Europe steadily declined, first due to the decrease of fertility in the old Europe, and then, from the beginning of the 1990s, due to a rapid and steep decline of fertility in Central and Eastern Europe as well as in Southern Europe. This period saw the European average fertility rates reach the level defined as very low, that is, less than 1.5 children per woman. Moreover, in countries of Southern, Central, and Eastern Europe, the so-called lowest low fertility rate, below 1.3, has emerged. Particularly in the late 1990s, this lowest low fertility reached extreme values in several countries. From the point of view of replacement, low fertility means that the next generation of newly born Europeans would be roughly 1/4 smaller than the generation that currently has children. In case of the EU12, the size of the offspring generation would be about 1/3 smaller than the parent generation. Taking into account the impact of low fertility on population renewal, one can conclude that maintaining fertility at a level higher than 1.6 children per woman should be a very important policy goal. At the same time, the negative momentum effect suggests that it may be easier to keep fertility at the level of around 1.6 children per woman than to raise it to this level from lowest low fertility rates. All European countries are now operating in a post-demographic transition phase, with fertility rates below long-run replacement levels. The classic story of the demographic transition did not anticipate that fertility rates would fall so low. Indeed, Europe's low rates are unprecedented. European institutions are thus facing new challenges, with no models to follow. Although the channels through which demographic change can affect economic growth have long been operative in Europe, the region's persistent low fertility rates raise the question that is the subject of this volume: the economic consequences of low fertility. European societies are rapidly becoming much older. Several observers have predicted that a higher share of elderly and generally less economically productive people will result in a slowing of economic growth because of lack of labor force and low consumption, and in a major world war Europe would face a big trouble recruiting young people to military service due to low birth rate.